For this video, I'm going to do a traversal of this binary tree. So there are three fundamental ways to traverse a binary tree. So we have the pre-order, in-order, and post-order. So in doing this, we need to notice the first part of the word. We need to notice how it says pre, we need to notice how it says in, and we need to notice how it says post. The prefix to the name of the traversal tells us when we visit the node. For the pre-order traversal, so we visit the N, or the nodes, and then we visit the left subtree, and then we visit the right subtree. It shows us how it's called pre-order. We see how the N, or the nodes, visited and how it's pre before the left and right. So now we're going to execute the policy of pre-order traversal. So we need to remember that we have to visit first the nodes, then the left subtree, and the right subtree. So for this, we will go first to the K. So we will print the K. And then next, we will visit the left subtree. We will go down to the J, and then we will visit again the left subtree of the J, and then we go down to the B. And then we will visit again the left subtree of the B, so we go down with the A. Then after that, we will just always follow the policy of the pre-order. So we will just visit the nodes, the left subtree, and the right subtree. So in this case, we will visit the left subtree of the A, and then since we hit the base case, so we will going to visit the right of the A. So base case again, so in this case, we will go back to B, and since we're finished the left subtree, so we will go to the right subtree of the B. So we go down with the D. And then we will visit the left subtree, so base case again, and then we will visit the right subtree, so we go down with the E. And then we will follow again the policy. So we will visit again the right of the E. So base case again, so there's nothing to do. Then we will visit the right subtree. So base case again, and we will go back to the D. And since we're done with the left and right of the D's, and we go back to the B. And then we go back to the J. And then we will visit now the right subtree of the J. But since we hit again the base case, so we will go back the K. And then we will visit the right subtree of the K, so we will go down to the M. So I will print the M. Okay. And then, as the policy, I will visit again the right of the M, then I will go down to the L. And then we go to the left again, and then base case, and then to the right again, base case, then we will go back to the M, and then we will visit the right of the M, so we go down to the O, and then left subtree again, so we go down to the N, and then we will visit the left and then the right, so base case again, so we will go back to the O, and we will visit the S. So the policy again, so we will go to the left. So we will visit the left, so we will go down to R. And then we will go down to P. And after that, we will visit the left again, so base case, and the right subtree of the P, so base case again, so it means we will go back to the R, and then we will visit now the left the right subtree of the R. So base case again, since there's nothing to do, so we will go back to the S and then base case again. So we will go back to the O, and since we're done with left subtree and right subtree, so we will go back to the M, then finish again, then we will go back to the K. Since we already visited the left subtree and the right subtree, so we're finished. So this is how the pre-order traversal pink. So this is our final solution. So next is the in-order traversal. Think of it as an in. So we visit the left subtree, and then left subtree will visit the nodes, and then nodes will visit the right subtree. So as we see, it's in the middle of left subtree and right subtree. So that's how we remember the in-order traversal. So at first, we're going to K, and then as the policy of in order, so we will first visit the left subtree of the K. So we will go down to the J, and then we will visit the left subtree. So we go down to the B, and then we will visit the left subtree of B. So we will go down to A, and then we will visit again the left subtree, and since there's nothing here, so we will go back to the A, and this time we will print the A. And then, as the policy, after we visited the nodes, though we will visit now the right subtree. So we will visit the right subtree of the A, and since we hit the base case, so we will go back to the B. And this time, we will print the B. Then after that, we will visit the right subtree of B. Then we will go down to the D. And then we will visit the left subtree. So there's nothing here again. So we will go back to the D. And then we will visit the right subtree of D. Then we will go down to E. And then we will visit the left subtree of the E, and since there's nothing here, so we will go back to the E and we will print the E. And then this time we will visit the left subtree of the E, and since we hit the base case, so we will go back to the D. And since we're done with visiting left subtree of D and right subtree of B, so then we will go back again to B, and then we will go back to J. And since we go back to J, we will print the J. Then we will visit the right subtree. Since there's nothing here, so we will go back to the K. Then this time we will print the K. Then after that, we will visit the right subtree of the K, so we go down to the M, and then we will visit the left subtree of the M, so we will go down to L, and then we will visit again the left, so we hit the base case, so we will go back to L, then we will print the, and then we will visit the left subtree of the L. So since there's nothing here, so we will go back to the M, and we will print the M. And this time, since we're done visiting the L, so we will now visit the right subtree of the M, so we go down to O. Then after visiting O, so we will visit the left subtree of the O, then we will go down to N, and then we will visit this time the left subtree of the N, and then we hit the base case again, so we will print the N. Then after that, we will visit the right subtree of the N, and then since there's nothing here again, so we will go back to O, and then we will print the O. Then after that, we will visit the right subtree of the O. Then, so we will go down to S, and then we will visit the right subtree of the S. Then we will go down to R, and then we will visit again the left subtree, so we go down to P, and then we will visit again the left subtree of P. So since there's nothing here, so we will print the P. Then after that, we will visit the right subtree of the P. There's nothing here, so we will go back to R. So this time, we will print the R. And then after that, we will visit the right subtree of the R. And then we hit the base case again, so we will go back to the S. So we will print the S. After that, we will visit the right subtree of the S, and since we hit the base case again, so we will go back to O, and then since we're done visiting the left and right subtree of the O, so we will go back to M, and then we will go back to K. So this is how we do the in-order traversal. And then for the last one, the post-order traversal, so we go first to the left subtree. And then we go to the right subtree, and then we visit the nodes. So we can see how it posts. It's after the left and right subtree before we go to the nodes. Then at first, we're going to visit the K, and then the policy of the post order is we will visit first the left and the right. So we will visit the left subtree of the K. So we will go down to the J, and then we will visit again the left subtree of the J. So we will go down to the B, and then we will visit again the left subtree of the B. So we go down here to the A, and then left again. So there's nothing here, so we will go back to the A, and then we will visit the right subtree. So the right subtree of A, so since we hit the base case, so we will go back to A. So this time, we will going to print the A. We see now how the policy of post order. So right, left and right, and then we go to the nodes. And after that, we will go back to the B, and then we will visit the right subtree of the B. Then now we will go down to the D, and then we will visit again the right subtree. So there's nothing here, so we will go down to the E. Then we will visit again the left subtree of the E. So there's nothing here. Then we will visit the right subtree. And since there's nothing here, we will go back to the E, and then we will print the E. Then after that, we will go back to the D. So this time, since we're done with left and right subtree of the D, so we're going to print the D. And then we will go back to B. So we will print the B. And then we will go back to the J. So since we're done with the left, we will visit now the right subtree of the J. So there's nothing here. So we will go back to the J, and then we will print the J. And then after that, we will go back to the K, and we will check again the policy. So we're done with the left subtree of K. Then this time, we're going to visit the right subtree of the K. So we will go down to M. And then we will visit again the left subtree. So we will go down to L. And then after that, we will visit the left subtree. So there's nothing here. Then we will visit the right subtree. There's nothing here. Then we will go back to L. Then we will print the L. Then after that, we will visit now the right subtree of the M. So we will go down to the O. And then we will visit the left subtree. This time we will go down to N, and then we will visit the left subtree. So there's nothing here, And then we will visit now the right subtree of the n, so base case, and then we will go back to n. So we will print the n. And after that, we're done with visiting the O, the left subtree of the O, so we will now visit the right subtree of the O. So we will go down to the S, and then check again the left subtree of the S. So we will go down here to the R, and then after that we will visit again the left subtree of the R, then we go down to P. Then we will check again the left subtree of the P, and we hit the base case, so we will go back to P, and then we will check the right subtree of the P, so base case again, so we will go back to P. So this time we're going to print the P. Then after that, we will go back to R, and then we will visit the right subtree of the R. Since we hit the base case, so we will print the R. We will print the R. And then after that, we will go back to S, and then we will visit the right subtree of the S. Since there's nothing here, now we will go back to S and we will print the S. And then after that, we will go back to O. Since we're done visiting the left subtree and the right subtree of the O, so we will now print the O. Then after that, we will go back to M, and then done with left, done with right, then we will print the N. And we will go back to K, and since we're done with the left subtree of the K and done with the right subtree of the K, so this time we will going to print the K. So this is how to do the post-order traversal of this binary tree.